Welcome to Loving Energy Recharge and your daily Oracle card reading for February the 20th. We are staying with the Keepers of the Light Oracle cards. These are by Kyle Gray. And today we have some beautiful energy pouring into us. This is the card of higher learning. Now there's some beautiful soft blues and whites within this card and a lot of sacred geometry in the background. And for those that may not be familiar with sacred geometry, I really encourage you to explore that. Perhaps that is something that you can use the power of Google or World Wide Web and go to YouTube, watch a video, and just discover for yourself what sacred geometry really is. It is such a fascinating concept, and there's so much to explore in those two single words that sometimes it's better to allow yourself an opportunity to hear, to see, and to absorb the information that you're going to hear in order to form your own opinions and your own understanding. And that is what it means for higher learning. Higher learning means if something piques your interest or you don't quite understand something but you're drawn to wanting to discover more, that you allow yourself the freedom of keeping the open mind and just exploring. Not pretending that you have to have all the answers or all the information. It's very much okay to say, I don't quite know how to explain this to anybody else. In fact, I don't personally know how to pronounce the name that goes with the card higher learning. So I skipped over that part and I went to what I did know. And it doesn't come with any feelings of lack or any feelings of not being good enough. There's a beautiful comfort when you look at where you are in your own personal journey. You say, I'm okay with being the student. I'm okay with starting from where I'm at and just keeping that openness about me to learn. And I know at some point in time in my journey, I might hear the name of this card and how it's pronounced. And I may or may not remember it. I may or may not want to use it. It may or may not be important to me. And that's the beauty of our experience as humans, is we get to decide for ourselves what feels right. And we get to treat life like this beautiful discovery where there's so many opportunities to learn, to let the heart and our interests guide the way. There is no right or wrong. Now our other card to go with this overall reading is Freya. Phrases, phases, and cycles. There is a beginning within every ending. Illusions are revealed and released. We are constantly in a state of change. We're constantly in a state of having different interests, for example, different stages of learning, different stages of growth. I can reflect on many times through my own personal career of being in moments of feeling very successful because I had achieved a certain status within the organization, or I had achieved a certain job and I felt good in the learning, only to then find myself having to start a new job and right down from square one, where you really don't know what you're doing and you lose some of that self-confidence. Now they're letting us know that there's always going to be highs and lows in our life, and we're supposed to treat that with the grace and the dignity, to allow ourselves to always be in that state of higher learning, because it is quite dangerous when you get to those places in life and you feel that you are an expert in your field or you feel that you have reached the top. Well, then oftentimes what happens is we let things slide. We start missing the little details. We stop putting so much care and attention into our work, and things start to then slowly trickle away, sometimes beneath our radar, and we're not so strong as we once thought we were. So to embrace a beginner's mind and to allow yourself to say, I really don't know that much. And I'm okay with that. I'm willing to let go of what I believe I think that I know or who that I think that I am. And I'm ready just to wipe that slate clean and start all over again and just venture out into, what is the truth of what I personally believe in. And how is that truth of today different from what I believed in last year or 5 years ago or from what I was experiencing as a child? It is incredible how much more information and enjoyment we can get when we open ourselves up to the world. It's like taking the whole concept of, the world used to be flat. That was the belief system. That was the fear that if you got too close to the edge, you would fall over. It was the fear of the unknown. Now we know that the earth is round. We know that the earth has unlimited possibilities. There is no start and no ending. It's continuous. The earth itself is a representation of your consciousness. We are able to grow. We are able to expand. There is no start and no ending. It goes on and on forever and ever and ever. You're also not meant to learn and absorb every single thing that's within that space. That's not possible. So let yourself be guided to those things that you enjoy. Allow yourself to let go of things that no longer serve today's highest purpose. Sometimes the past is a wonderful thing to learn, but do those same systems apply today? Does the same structure work today? Does the same information work today? And if you're feeling in your heart and your body no, then what can you do to increase your higher level of learning, to expose yourself to new potentials, new ways, new awareness, new tools to help support you? Today is a beautiful, beautiful day to release and let go, to grow and expand, and just give yourself permission to have that beginner's mind and always be open to a higher state of learning. We're sending you all much love.